And this is my review for Transformers War for Cybertron Deluxe Class Megatron. Megatron, as you can see, is a Cybertronian tank, which has always, to me, looked vaguely insect-like. What with these bits up here, this bit right here, and especially this pincer-like piece up near the front, it all makes it look like a giant insect to me. And it's overall a really cool vehicle mode design. I really like it. I definitely think that of all the War for Cybertron figures, he has the weakest vehicle mode. And again, that's not because in any way it's a bad vehicle mode design, but it does have a lot of gaps in it, a lot of places where you can see through it. They definitely sacrificed a lot in vehicle mode to make a really awesome robot mode, but still a very cool vehicle mode overall. Not much to say about it in terms of features. It does have some little wheels on the bottom of his treads. Obviously the treads don't work just due to the way that they transform. I think the wheels are a little bit too small for him, so he does tend to glide along surfaces rather than roll along them, which is a bit of a shame, but oh well, what are you going to do? He also does have a missile launcher. If you press this red button right here, this purple missile will fire out. It does fire out a pretty good rate of force, which is nice. And something that I haven't seen pointed out in any other video review is he does have a vaguely animated swindle-esque gimmick, that when you push the missile in, if you look right here, this little piece extends forward. It's got purple paint apps on it, so you can tell whether the missile is inserted or not, which I think is pretty cool. I really like that gimmick. He does also have a third hover tank mode. What you do is you simply flip the treads down, and you get a vaguely Back to the Future-esque type tank thing. I personally like displaying him when I have him in vehicle mode in this mode, simply because I do think that Megatron should have a very unique alt mode, like most incarnations of Megatron do, and this definitely qualifies. So it's a pretty cool little hover tank mode. Again, not much to say about it. No real differences really, except that the treads are underneath, but still fairly cool. Transformation, you want to go ahead and pull this bit off. This will form his fusion cannon later. Then what you want to do is you want to take these pieces right here. You want to flip them back and fold them out. Again, flip them back, fold them out. Then what you want to do is you want to flip these pieces down like so. Flip them down like so. These will form his feet. And he does have fairly big feet, which allows him to accomplish a lot of poses and hold them in robot mode, which I think is nice. Then you want to take this insect pincer piece, and you want to bring it around, and then turn it around, and then plug it into the top of his shoulder. Then what you want to do, and this can be kind of tricky just because there are very tight joints. What you want to do is you want to take this piece right here, and you want to kind of bring it down, and bend it down until this black piece is removed. And again, it can be kind of hard just because they are on very tight joints. Do the same on this side, like so. His hands are in two halves, and his hands are really difficult to get out, so I'll just use this paper clip right here. Flip out one half, flip out the other, and to steal one from Piog, close it up, if I can get it, and boom goes the dynamite. Do the same on this side. Flip out one half, flip out the other, like so, close it up, and there you have his arms. Then you want to take this bit right here. First off, you want to flip up his head, and then flip this chest piece up. I really like this chest piece. I think it's really cool. This purple light piping I think is just absolutely gorgeous. It looks really awesome. I really like it. I also like this deep red that they used on his chest bit. I think it's really cool. It really pops in person. The camera's not really picking it up, just how cool it is in person. But it's very cool in person. Anyway, then you want to flip this back bit up, like so. Straighten them out. Tab that in, like so. Then you want to attach his fusion cannon, and there you have Megatron in robot mode. And overall, really cool looking. Something I really like about the War for Cybertron Decepticons is that in most incarnations of the Decepticons, they have, to me, the more rebel-like aesthetic to them. On War for Cybertron, though that's completely reversed. As you can see, the Autobots have the much more rugged, rebel look to them, whereas the Decepticons, to me at least, look much more imperial and much more like they're ready, they're gonna conquer kind of look. And I really, really like that about the War for Cybertron Decepticons. I think it's just wicked awesome, and I really, really like it. But anyway, enough about how much I like the War for Cybertron Decepticons. Posability on this guy is pretty good. His head does rotate left and right. He does have a hinge here to look up and down just due to transformation. His arms do rotate 360 at the shoulder. They also go in and out at the shoulder. He does bend at the elbow. He does rotate right here at the elbow. You can, if you want, swing his arm out to the side like that, but it looks really awkward, so I usually don't do it. He does have a hip joint, allows it to go back and forth and in and out. He does bend at the knee. And again, the feet can go up and down. And they do have a bit of a tilt to them. Again, they're big, so they can accommodate a lot of poses. Something that I think is really cool is, obviously, you can still fire the missile out. Just like in vehicle mode. But something that's really cool is that if you'll recall in the game, every character had several different weapons. And what they did here that I thought was really neat, and they didn't have to do this, they could have just given us the fusion cannon, it would have been just fine, is that they actually did sculpt in an end that looks vaguely rifle-like, and they made it so that the tab is actually, you can attach it two different ways, which I think is really cool. So you have the option of displaying either the fusion cannon, or you can flip it around if you want to display him like he has a different weapon, just like in the game. And that was really, really awesome on Hasbro's part. Again, they didn't have to do that. It would have been cool enough just to give us the fusion cannon, but they went ahead and gave us a variety of choices on what to do with his weapon, which I thought was just awesome. Anyway, for size comparison, here he is. First off, standard size comparison next to Bumblebee. So you can see, he's about maybe a quarter of an inch taller than the standard deluxe. Again, not by much, but he is slightly taller than the deluxe. Also, here he is next to War for Cybertron Optimus Prime, and there, Prime's antennas come to the top of his head, so they're about the same size. Optimus at the head is actually just a little bit shorter. The antennas make him match up with Megatron's head, but at the head level, he is just a little bit shorter. And also here he is next to Bumblebee, just for fun. Again, they're way out of scale, but again, they did warn us that the Generations line was just going to be filled with deluxes, so beggars can't be choosers in that situation. So overall, a really, really cool figure. I definitely highly, highly recommend this guy. Like I said in my War for Cybertron Optimus Prime review, if you're not a War for Cybertron aesthetic fan, I don't think getting this guy or any of the War for Cybertron figures will change your mind about it. But otherwise, I completely recommend this guy. He's got absolutely no flaws to him. He's just absolutely awesome, so I highly, highly recommend him. And there you go, my look at Transformers War for Cybertron Deluxe Class Megatron. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.